Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy 3 representing TKOG. Today I have been grinding some BYSTIAL control. Well, the past day and a half, I guess, and the little intervals between not working. And I got a toxic match for y'all, bro. DB is always toxic. This is one of my biggest problems playing DB. Is like 70 to 80% of the player base is toxic, and they play really crazy decks. Normally like stun decks and flu. You'll see the most shifter decks on DB. There is a glaring skill gap. It's just crazy. Here we have a toxic Tenpai player versus my BYSTIAL control deck. I'm going to commentate a little bit over the match. Let's just get right into it. You already know if they're playing Tenpai and they're on DB, more than likely they're toxic and their attitude sucks. So I'm always paper gang. I lose RPS because, you know, he chose scissors. That's crazy. I'm going first, so I automatically already know what I'm playing against. Let's go ahead and show both hands. Opening hand, he drew Bell, Molcharmi, literally 3 starters. That's crazy. My opening hand is Wyvern Burster, Space, Fualos, Black Metal, and 1-for-1. My hand is kind of not great going second at all. His hand's insane going second. Obviously, that's what he wants to do. So let's get into the plays. So at the start of the match, I say good luck, have fun. He doesn't respond. I had to go pee, so I said 1 sec. I literally took less than a minute to pee, bro. He's like, don't search a rank, play solo mode if it's to stop playing. I said, I'm back, I had to pee. He said, not my problem. I said, yo, chill with all that. You're projecting hard because that boy need to chill with that attitude. He's like, I should not wait for you to pee, just respect people. Keep in mind, in this match, he was like, multiple times and kind of got stuck. And I was like, this is so funny, bro. Y'all some... These double standards, y'all some hypocrites. You had me waiting for what, bro? It's crazy, man. I had to wait on him so many times in this match. So I just said, you toxic, boy. For real. He said, no, you are here. Okay, bro. I don't care you had to pee. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. So I normal my black metal. I'm getting ready to play. He has something. He wants to fool Arlos. Okay, cool, bro. So I go into striker. He draws the Ash, which is absolutely insane. He drew the Ash off of that? That's crazy. So I'm going to have to fight for my life up in here. So he ashes my metal. I go 1-for-1. Have to give him another draw because he ashed my metal, and I kind of need that. Metal's full combo. It's Seals plus the trap in my deck, and that's 3 interruptions. It's really, really good. Or it could be 2 interruptions and follow-up. So Black Metal is like the best card in my deck. So I 1-for-1 pitch for Wallace is dead anyways. He's going to draw a shifter. Boohoo. And I'm going to make Seals here. I'm going to trigger my Black Metal. He draws it to another Ash. That's crazy. I get Red Eyes. And then I think to myself, this ain't enough. This ain't enough! So I go Space for Collapse Serpent here. I'm going to go ahead and banish the Collapse Serpent. Summon my Wyvern. Banish the Wyvern for my Collapse Serpent. I'm going to go Space, put back, draw. I'm fiending here. I grabbed my Lubellion. That's what I was looking for, was a BYSTIAL. And I grabbed the best one. Thank God, because I'm literally fighting for my life right now. I grabbed Magnamut. And then I think about Chaos Angel, to be honest. I think Chaos Angel can be pretty crazy, including against the Tenpai deck. I just wonder how they out a Chaos Angel in defense. I just don't know how they out it. Correct me if I'm wrong if they have some way. But I immediately thought about Chaos Angel. Honestly, and I probably should have done it in hindsight. So I go Mag, banish the metal. He ghost spells that, so again I get hand trapped for the 3rd freaking time. Crazy. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna summon my Lubellion. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my regain here. And then I'm gonna link these 2 off into the mask. I'm gonna grab the he draws impulse. This is getting crazy! I'm gonna grab the Wyvern that I put back off space, so that I can trigger my regain and get another draw. But first I'm gonna grab the metal here. Get my trap. I'm going to get my extra draw. Hopefully I draw into some non-engine here. I put the striker back. I drew Sarnir. He counts as engine, and that's really, really good, so he can get me more draws on my opponent's turn. This is the typical inboard for the most part. It's IPs and an extra layer, but my inboard is always pretty much regain, metamorph, and seals. It doesn't look like a lot, but it gets the job done most of the time playing BYSTIAL control. It's a really fun deck, and honestly, like, I play 10 BYSTIALs, and then I play 12 actual hand traps, so you'd play like 22 hand interactions, which is really crazy. And you just outgrind so many decks with regain and just drawing hand traps over and over and over. It's pretty crazy. So this inboard actually plays through a lot. It especially counters like board breakers really well too. Even playing in the evenly, this board's like really, really good. So yeah. He's going to draw Imperm. So he has Imperm, Impulse, Ash. That checks the vast majority of my board. And then he has the 3 engines. So this is going to be crazy. So he's going to Imperm my Seal. Okay. And I did not, if you guys know, I mean, when I play somebody toxic, I'm not going to lie, bro. I don't really give the same energy back. I'm too grown for that. I see through it. Most of the time, I feel like they're like 10 years old anyways. I'm not going to argue with the kid. So I'm just being kind back. I'm not even going to respond. So I go Regained on the summon of Hydra to get my mag. I'm going to trigger Mag's effect. And then he's going to activate Field Spell. He's going to go Field Spell effect. Okay. Oh, yeah. Actually, I was thinking here, I wanted to see if I could grab a hand trap off of my Saronir. So I banished the Collapse. And then I go Regained, and I don't think I actually drew a hand. Oh, I drew the Ball Drake. I actually did draw a hand trap. He's gonna go Field Spell effect. I chained Seals to bounce it. He obviously activated it knowing that it would play into Seals, and if he does that, I can already telegraph that he has Engine. So he could just keep playing. So I'm gonna go Seal effect here. He's gonna Impulse. He's gonna Ash that, which is just crazy. He's gonna activate Field again. Summon Chandra. I can't even Ball Drake his what's her name? I can't even Ball Drake like. And honestly, Ball Draking here is not good because whether he had Field Spell or not, Ball Drake's not going to stop Black Rose. So I'm just like, dang, bro, I wonder if he's going to make the level 7. Because, like, if he has extra engine, then he's not going to make Black Rose. But if he doesn't, then he's going to try and go into the 7 and, like, set up, like, a complete lock. So either way, I have to activate my cards in main phase because he's going to stop me from doing it in battle phase. So, yeah, I have to Ball Drake. That's what's crazy about the Timpai matchup with the Field Spell. It just forces your hand a lot. So I'm just going to Ball Drake here because even though I got Impermed and Ashed, I still actually have the Trap and the Ball Drake is 2 more layers. And I'm hoping that this can keep me alive. On Reds, I'm going to flip the Trap. He's going to Impulse me. It's actually crazy how much non-engine he's drawn in just this game 1. He's drawn... His graveyard is full of non-engine. That's you guys see how many times I got hand trap? I got hand trap 6 times. Welcome to the Timpai matchup, bro. So he's gonna stop my Omni, and my Omni it was supposed to seal the deal, technically, because what I'm thinking here is like, oh, he doesn't actually have what he needs, but he does. So that's pretty crazy. That's actually freaking insane, bro. So my whole field's gonna get wiped. And the Omni is really good, even on the Black Rose play with the Field Spell, because the Morph actually gives the guy protection from destruction from monster effects and spell effects and targeting. So the Black Rose would have just popped my trap, and I still would have kept the Omni up, and I would have just checked Songon and immediately won the game. But he shows me he has it, and he's like, if you want to scoop, I'm like, all right, I'll just scoop it up because I know that's game. So we're going to go into game 2. I made him go first. Every time I play Timpai, if I'm playing, especially like a mid-range deck, I really don't care about like Seals summoning out the guy. He put in Retaliating Sea. That's actually crazy. He saw what I was playing and still put in Retaliating Sea. I just feel like this guy's a bozo. I really think he's a bozo, bro. I really do. Honestly. So opening hands are going to be Shifter, Imperm, Mag, Retaliating Shifter. My opening hand's kind of insane. However, he has Shifter, so I'm only going to get 1 Bestial. But I didn't make him go first. So his hand's kind of insane because, like, this is all he needs to get game, like, technically. So he drew, like, 3 really high-impact hand traps. Like, if I was playing Memento, I'd be clicked against those hand traps. But Bestial control is kind of different. He's checking because we're lagging. He's going to set Imperm. He's going to Shifter me on my draw phase, I believe. Yeah. And so my opening hand is kind of nice. I top deck into the, I want to say the Cosmic, I think, because it was Thrust plus the Bestials in space. And the Cosmic, I sided in because of specifically the Field Spell. And then, like, they be siding in Floodgates, bro. They really do. So, just got to check it. So, we're going to go Mag on the Shifter. I didn't preemptively Cosmic, knowing that the face down could be Imperm. Because in a simplified game state like this, the only thing that I want is to get my Metamorph trap, because I already have the 1 Bestial off the Shifter. Thank you, Bozo. So I can thrust into my trap because he shifted me, and I'll basically have Omni Negate plus Cosmic on the crackback in a simplified game state where he didn't commit any cards, and I feel like if he had Engine, he would have at minimum made a Seals. Minimum to get an interruption and follow up. So I'm like, he's in top deck mode. So if I hold the Cosmic, if I get Impermed here, I'm totally fine with it. I just want Cosmic and Omni Negate to check the top decks and just make sure that I can actually maintain like a little bit of pressure because I really don't have a way to play right now because of shifter. So he's going to imper my mag as predicted. That's why I didn't shotgun the Cosmic, because I'd rather have Cosmic as an interruption against a field spell than like resolve Magnuma, especially when I'm under shifter. What's the point? So I thrust here. I set my trap. Thrust is kind of nice in this deck because of that trap. It's really insane. I set my Cosmic. I hit him for some damage and I pass. I activate the trap and draw phase. He's going to activate shifter, which is really weird. I say we under shifter. It's like, now yes, but at the beginning, no. I don't know what's wrong with him. I just explained to him, you shifted on my turn, we're still under shifter. He said, I did? Question mark. Ladies and gentlemen, these freaking shifter people, bro. These Tempai players don't even know how to have result. Bro, this is what I be saying about Tempai all the time, bro. It's crazy. They don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. They don't. They be crutching, bro. They be crutching. They don't know how to interact at all, bro. The premise of the way they play Tempai, not everybody, but most of them, they just be like, I hope that he doesn't have any interruptions for me, or I hope I draw a field spell. They be like, bro, they so basic. Basic, bro. They don't even know how to use shifter. You gotta send it to the graveyard, bro. That's just crazy to me. So I'm going to activate Trap. I summon my Omni Negate, and this is going to be definitely enough. He paused. It was actually for a good solid 2 minutes. I'm like, hello. And I was thinking about calling Judge, and then right when I had the thought, like, he just, and that's what's crazy, because he gave me a hard time when I had to go pee. Just the double standards be crazy. So I don't negate the shifter, because all I need is literally 5,500. I already have 3,800 on board. So I just want to hold my Omni in case he has anything to stop me from going for game. And he did. He had the mag, and I kept my Omni specifically so that, you know, I can insulate that so I could be able to play. I don't know how many Bystials that they do play, but I know that they always play at least the mag. And you just gotta identify what you lose to. Even though what you lose to could be that one Magnum, which it would have been, it's definitely better to just play around what you lose to than be greedy. Like if I negated shifter and was able to like play and go crazy with Chaos Space, it was like, what's the point? He only has 5,500. I clocked him. So I got game 2. Game 3, he's going to elect to go first. He's just, yeah, I don't know. This hand is actually crazy going second. Actually, no, it's not that crazy. Bell and Ogre are, this is, I don't even know if he knows what he's doing in the terms of like his deck building composition. I just think he threw as many hand traps as he could cram, and then some Tempai cards and call it a day. Like, yeah, I just feel like the higher impact ones, like Imperm, Impulse, Ash, Fuwarlos, and Shifter is definitely, like, enough. And then after that, I would just play Board Breakers. I wouldn't play any of the other low impact hand traps. I just want the highest impact, like, turn skippable cards. And I would just play, like, Board Breakers and, like, Enablers, like, literally. So his hand's crazy because he got Field Spell, but technically that's bad because it loses to, like, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Cosmic, 1 Ogre. If you didn't have shifter, I have double Bystial, Black Metal, Imper, Metamorph. My hand is not that great going second, but really, really good going first. And he made me go second, which is crazy. So he goes Field Spell. I had to check in on him again because it felt like I was just losing him, man. I don't know what's going on with him. I should have asked him how he was doing. And he resolves Field Spell and doesn't discard. I just remind him to discard. He discards the shifter. Here's where I'm just like, yeah, I think you're actually crazy. I think these. Bro, Tempai players just suck! And he makes a mistake. He summons the guy. I let it slide. I'm like, whatever, bro. I don't care. I want to beat him without making mistakes. Because when people get toxic like this, I'm like, oh, now it's my job to defeat you. I have to destroy you. Because you're toxic, bro. You deserve it. So he's going to go Pydra for Kaimin. And he's going to set up a seal. And this is the ironic thing, is the play that he did was literally the play that you do when you put yourself under shifter instead of going for the reborn. So it's like he did the right play if he was under shifter but didn't even activate shifter. And maybe he got greedy and was like, I want to be able to use 2 more hand traps instead of a turn skip. I don't know. People just use your brain, babe. But he does the correct line if he was under shifter to go into Pydra Chandra to get the seals. Because if you're not under shifter, then you just Genroku into the 3 and then you set up seals. Sometimes you still Genroku into this guy just to get like good targets for the level 3. But most people are playing only 1 of the reborn. So you don't want to burn through it your first turn, especially under shifter. So that's why that line's correct. But he just, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. So he's just going to make the reborn synchro. He's going to make the seal. He's going to keep this a grave. This is a really good like heads up play. Most Tempai players do this because if you are close to getting OTK, this guy will just like block you and, you know, he can't be an interrupt. I draw into talents. My hand's definitely crazy. So I'm going to imperm his Seals so he doesn't get the bounce. So that way if he Dracos me, the first thing I'm going to do is put up a BYSTIAL. So if he Dracos me, you know what I'm saying, I'll be Gucci. But also, they're only going to Draco you if they have more than just a field spell, I want to say, most of the time. If the field spell's only follow-up, that's just too risky to Draco me. I summon Saronir, I go Black Metal. I go into Striker Dragon. I'm going to go Black Metal effect, add. I grab Red MD. That is like the best starter in my deck. I'm going to activate Druid Worm here. I'm going to target the metal. And I'm going to go into my Atum. And I go Atum effect. And I believe he's going to Impulse here. So that's one hand trap out the way. And then I go Saronir effect to dump Lubellion because that was the heads up play that I had. And I knew I was going to summon Red MD and check for another hand trap and then go into Lubellion. Because I don't have a way to stop Seal, so like it doesn't matter how many bodies I put on field, his guys won't be able to be destroyed by battle. So I'm really fishing for specifically, I'm thinking talents look at hand, but I'm like, if I talents draw and I see anything that can stop Seals, then this is game. And the other thing too is like, I know that I could just check his field spell with SP after I apply enough pressure. So the idea that I have here is, I know I can't go for game, it's too risky. If Seals resolves, I can't go in the game no matter what. So I just need to see if I can check his follow-up and then put up just one extra interruption on top of the Metamorph, and I should be good. So when I see talents, I'm like, I know I'm going to draw with this 10 times out of 10. Whatever hand traps he has, they don't play Nib, they play Impulse, so I don't have to ever worry about Nib, especially after he resolved it. So I'm like, everything else is low impact, and it won't trade with all my bodies, so I can play through every hand trap he has. So I'm just like, I'm chilling, bro. I'm going to go Red MD here. He's going to go Ghost Bell that. I'm like, whatever, bro. And then I'm going to go into Lubellion. He could have ogred that, but whatever, that's fine. And then now that I've made him play into talents, because originally I was like, maybe I'll just force the Seals. It made my life easier. I draw 2. I draw exactly what I needed, like just one extra extender. Probably the best one, too. I discard my Veiler, go Collab. I just skipped steps. I banished the Red MD so I could put it back, but he's going to ogre me. So he has hand trapped me 3 times already. He hand trapped me like 3 times, like the first game too. It's just funny. Then I'm gonna go Collapse Serpent, and you guys can kind of see like BYSTIAL Control, even though it's not a heavy combo deck, it plays through a lot of low impact hand traps, and it's always gonna be able to check Nib because of Seals. So I just always feel like Dragon Link-esque decks, just Dragon cards have always been so good at playing through multiple negations and interruptions like it's nobody's business, and they're always able to end on Seals no matter what. And that's the crazy thing about BYSTIAL Control. They always end on Seals no matter what. So we're just going to summon the Pissy, summon the Buster, banish, put back the Striker Dragon because I need a guide, like a Link 1 to make on the crackback. So I put that back just in hindsight. I draw the call by. My luck paid off, bro. That's what I was fishing for. Was something. I was like, can I get like an Ash, please? Can we get like just something to stop this Seals? I was like, I'll even take a freaking Raigeki at this point, bro. So I go Pissy attack. He's going to attribute it. I'm going to call by the Seals. Unfortunately, that means my own Seals I can't end on, so there's not going to be that much follow-up here. I attacked 3 times, knowing that he could summon his Synchro. I wanted to clock him because the other theory and idea that I have is to Metamorph, and when my Omni Negate negates, if he doesn't respect it or play around it, he will literally kill himself because he's at 28. So if he doesn't actually, because he seems like a bozo, so he probably doesn't know that the red eyes, when it negates, it also burns. So I'm like, I'm just going to clock this guy, and literally, if he doesn't play right, I'm going to Omni Negate and burn him to death, and that's game. So that's why I gave the 3rd attack, because I know that the Synchro can come out, but I'm not worried about that. I'm like, look, man, I'm just, I feel like he's going to misplay anyways, but I know what I have is enough. So he summons the Synchro. I'm going to go up into Seals with my Pisty in main phase 2. And that's simply because Pisty locks me in a dragon, so I have to burn a Seal. It's called by it anyway, so I'm not going to end on it. I'm going to burn a Seal, and then I'm going to burn a Tomb. And I'm going to SP. The reason why I leave up Lubellion is because to make the red eyes, you need to tribute a level 5 or higher dragon, so that's the only target I have. So I SP the field spell, and you can SP after you attack directly. You just cannot attack directly after you SP. Just food for thought, just a heads up if you guys didn't know that. So we are going to trap, tribute Lubellion, summon out the Omni Negate, and that's checking any top deck that he has. He goes the level 3, the one of, I'm thinking big here, because I'm like, if I, whatever he summons can be negated off of this guy, You know what I mean? So I'm like, do I SP and just burn both my interruptions? But I'm like, I'm not a bozo. I'm just gonna red eyes negate that, and then it doesn't matter if he goes to battle phase. He's just not gonna be able to do anything because this is soft once per turn, and he has no other way of getting it back. So I know this is game, and he knows it. So he actually sat there for a while after this, and then he finally admitted defeat. This is not like me. Don't I don't know what came over me, bro. I called him a toxic trash can. And that's going to be the match, you guys. So we got it 2-1 against Tenpai through an insane amount of hand traps. This is kind of a showcase of what my BYSTIAL control deck is looking like. I did play through multiple hand traps all throughout the entire duel, game 1, 2, and 3. So it definitely is a good deck. You guys can already kind of see a good display. You guys want to see the list, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, I'm signing off. Deuces.